Logical? You're on mute, buddy. Dude.
Boo.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here with a new message about your Medicare benefits. You may be entitled to transportation, meals, and expanded coverage for dental work that includes extraction, fillings, and dentures, all at no additional cost. Plus, depending on your zip code.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
It has money
I hear your TV. What you watching?
Call and get everything you deserve. Call now. It's free. I'm
Where you went, Tommy? You there, Tommy? Tommy. I hear you clicking. You don't hear me?
I don't hear you.
Not at all.
Let me reboot this sucker and see what happens. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Test, test.
I'm going to go out and completely come back in and see what happens.
You there?
Well, I made it back here, but there's no sound that I can hear.
Tommy.
Having issues. Let's find out.
Check, check. Can anybody hear me? Oh, okay. Then it's just Tommy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, see, I wonder what's going on with everybody else's. Meduse can't hear you.
I don't know. I can hear him fine. I just saw Logical backstage. I put him in and he disappeared.
Logical is here?
Yeah, it was weird.
Wow. I talked to him earlier, but I don't know what he's doing now. So how you been?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good too.
Uh, um, just trying to hit up EQ for this. Me and EQ went live last night for a little while.
Oh, wow. It's kind of getting late for him, right? 1:42.
I mean, he's been up.
Did he answer you?
No, he didn't answer tonight.
Yeah, he's might be sleeping. Usually when he goes stays up really late. Did you guys stay up late?
Yeah,
Okay. Usually if you stay up really late, the next day he's like crashed as soon as he gets home.
yeah, I'm sure.
It's nice
Uh,
to see Jen here. Jen's really sweet.
yeah, she's cool people.
Yeah. I used to know her when she would go to Vegas and I would go to Vegas. But when I
I'm
guess when it got crazy, everybody left.
She's from Vegas. Where?
Yeah. That's where I met her was on the Vegas chat stream. What was it, Vegas or was it New York? No, I'm not sure. Might
I
have
went
been New
from
York.
I went from Vegas to Willie's, and then from Willie's I accidentally found Pines and Palm.
Yeah, EQ keeps asking me to go there, but I don't know anybody there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know anybody either, but it just seemed like cool people, so kind of stuck
Yeah,
around.
yeah. It was just I didn't know anybody there, and it was like I just know EQ. But somebody else told me about going to Willie T's, and at the time I'm kind of done with all the chat drama.
Yeah,
I just kind of left because it's just too much.
I'd take the path of least resistance, and Pines and Palm is probably just the most fun with the least amount of bullshit.
Yeah,
I rarely see drama there. It's always just people clowning.
yeah. That's what I mean. Chat used to be, and you can go in and you could just hang out with people and not all the excess. The excess is just disgusting lately.
Yeah. I wonder what that was all about. Logical just hopping in and hopping out like that. I wanted to talk to him.
I don't know, but I'm surprised he came by.
It's not it's not like a butt dial. I mean, he had to copy the link and
Maybe he couldn't hear either. I don't know.
man, I don't know.
Want me to text him? I'll text him and see if he.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. Matter of fact, actually, I don't. I'm
Do you
not
have
even.
his number?
Yeah, I think if it's the same,
It hasn't changed. Yeah, it's still logical.
yeah, I'll shoot him that. See what he says.
Sinbad is always smoozing the ladies.
Man, I always try to get him to come onto the panel and talk.
He won't talk. I've had
Nah.
many times on my stream, and he'll sit backstage and he'll type to me, but he gets up. I've gotten him up maybe once, and that was backstage, and he said hi, and that was it. It was like, and then he quickly shut his mic off, but he don't talk.
I get uh I get the hesitation. A lot of people are like that.
It took me a long time to get up here and talk. I mean, even in Rabbit, when it was just one on one, that I had a hard time doing that too.
Yeah.
Sinbad, he's just gonna make all the girls.
I make everybody. Simba,
Everybody gets a wrench.
yeah, Simba's blue too, huh? Let me see.
Simba's very cool. I've known Sim for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Simba, I just make everybody who's, most of the people who come here
I mean, that in a way, that's the best way to do it because then nobody else can time out anybody else.
oh, really? I didn't think about that. That's smart. I was just doing it as I was just clowning.
Yeah. Everybody's name looks really cool in blue. I like it.
Yeah, I remember. Who was the first person to give me a wrench? Was it you?
You had a wrench in mine, yeah.
Yeah, I think you were.
EQ, Arsenio, and you had a wrench in my place.
Yeah, always. I saw that when I first got on YouTube, and uh, I thought it
Hi,
was cool.
Johnny. I haven't seen Johnny in a long time.
Yeah, Johnny stays in Pines and Palms.
Oh, see, they all left when I guess Times Square when it got crazy. I'm a Cancer. I guess that's
Yeah,
why I get along with Jen.
and that's why we. Well, no, we're water signs, Jen.
Cancer gets along with Pisces.
Yeah, and Scorpio. That's us three. That's the three, the group.
Yeah, I
Three
married
water
a
signs.
Taurus.
What's that?
I married a Taurus.
Mm,
My ex was a Taurus.
one of the horn signs.
Yes, oh God, and yes, he was. He was a bull, that's for sure.
My little boy's an Aries,
Oh, nice.
and he fits the description perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, how is he doing?
He's awesome. Started kindergarten last week.
Oh my God, kindergarten already. Oh,
Yeah,
does he like it?
loves it.
Oh, good. Very good. On the start of journey of school. Wow.
Yeah,
What a little man.
I know. I know. He's
Did you get to see him on the first day of school?
not the first day, but I got to drop him off Monday,
Nice.
and man, it's this for some reason his school. A lot of parents drop off kids, so there's
Yeah.
this like crazy uh, dance that everybody has to do. This line where they like you got to have a tag in your mirror, and as you're coming by, well, that's picking up the tag, but dropping off there, it's like wrapped around the block, and you swing in, they contraflow the traffic. It's crazy. In the
Yeah.
afternoon, they got somebody taking the numbers in on the tags way down the road, and they're pulling your kid out as that person is radioing back the numbers. It's
But is
insane.
that like to keep your kid safe or like
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah, definitely.
oh, that's a nice security feature, whereas this person belongs to this person.
It's kind of amazing, like watching it.
Yeah.
Like
My
I was
son had a
impressed.
police officer at his school, so it was like he was always standing there, and so I mean, I guess that was their security. I don't think they had anything really in place. I
Yeah,
just
I've
remember going there and picking him up.
I've always had resource officers at my schools, except
Yeah.
for like this little middle school, this little country middle school that I went to from like first to fifth grade. It was way out in the middle of a cane field. The the principal still paddled kids. Like it was very
Oh
old school.
shit.
Yeah, Mr. Ted Davi. I'm still scared of that man.
Damn, they were still hitting kids back then. That's against the law. Johnny,
Yeah,
yes.
but he would send a permission slip home every year with every kid, and the parents could sign off on it or not
I would have hit them.
to paddle them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like corporal punishment. But I mean, they come from the old school, you know.
Yeah, but these parents would sign it. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, a lot of them, because a lot of them were. He was a lot of the parents' principles. I mean, principal. So they just trusted him and liked him. I guess you know. He wasn't like it wasn't gonna. I don't know. I feel like he barely used that.
Like 50 lashes. It wasn't anything crazy. I guess it was more of like a scare tactic.
Yeah, it was probably it was just the idea of that he could, you know.
Yeah. Yes, Johnny. We used to talk in Times Square.
Got
Oh, well, Jen, yes. My thing with my son was always, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. So he knew I was never playing with him. I
you
only
got a
got
little
to hit my
boy,
son once,
Jen.
and that was when he was young.
That's gonna be weird because I'm Jen and Jen. I call you Jen, and I was asking her because she said I never let them hit my kid. Just call me and I'll beat the shit out of him for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100%. I believe that, Jen.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't sign it, but and I don't think my mom didn't give him permission either for me, which she probably should have though. I was a bad kid.
No, I don't believe any kid is really
Oh
bad.
my god, I was. I tell. I used to tell my ex stories about it, like when I was preparing her for in case my son ended up like me, and she would just be blown away.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was just a rough kid. My dad wasn't in my life. My mom was kind of a, you know, she was a single mom.
So she had to work.
She had work. She had other stuff going
Yeah.
on, you
So it
know,
gave you a lot of free time unsupervised.
and she was probably a little bit lenient on me because of my dad and all of that not being around. So oh, the thing I needed the most was probably an ass whipping every now and then.
Oh, and she never disciplined you like that then?
You know, I mean, I was a big kid. I was a grown man by the time I was 14. So what's a belt across my ass gonna do? You know?
Honestly, by the time my son was 14, I don't think he would even dare try to disrespect me in any kind of way.
There you go. That's how to do it. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
I mean,
he knew from a young age that, I'm not playing. But also, he had my ex in the picture, so he
yeah.
had us both. So, I mean, I guess that's different.
I think I'm getting to the point because, of course, my son's like physically scared of me, but I think I'm getting him to the point where he's scared of disappointing me more. That's the
They,
better.
yeah, they get there. Once they start, that everything starts clicking for them. And once they realize that, that disappointment in you, they see that and then they start to realize, oh my God, I don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah.
It's all a part of growing up. He'll get there. Just, try to keep him young as long as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I savor every moment I can with him. So I'm not rushing it, but I'm kind of excited to see him as like a little man. You know, I feel like we're
Um,
only gonna get closer.
Tommy's looking for a link.
I got him.
Wow, Jen, my oldest is 30 and my youngest is going to be 25. End of September.
Where's Tommy?
I don't know, it takes him a few minutes.
Yeah.
I saw him when I got into bed. I saw the thing that popped up on my screen. I was like, oh, he's live. So then I sat there just watching, and I'm like, well, he can't hear you. What's going on? So I quick grabbed the link, and I figured you were muted, but it was like, I wonder why he can't hear. So I figured I'd be a test subject. I haven't hung out with you in a long time, so.
Yeah, I hadn't seen you. I mean, I haven't been on. I've been working out of town a lot.
What you doing?
Construction, handyman work.
Nice. That's what my axe was.
Yeah.
Keep shit in shape.
They had that hurricane in Lake Charles.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm hearing an echo. Is anybody else? So you got YouTube open?
I don't.
No, it's still gonna Medusa.
Yeah, it's open, but the sound's dead.
Okay. I don't hear the echo anymore, so.
No, that was the news in the background.
So what happened with your voice, your mic? Because that's why I came up.
Oh, I
was
don't.
like, what's going on?
No, it's YouTube is just wasn't making no sound.
Oh, I noticed you're not using StreamYard, are you?
Well, I'm on StreamYard now.
Oh, is this StreamYard? Because mine has that little StreamYard up in the corner. I didn't know you could get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess he'd have to be, huh? He couldn't. Yeah. We went to the link. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. He probably got YouTube open too, though. Huh?
Yeah, I think he shut it off. It's all good now. I don't hear anything.
Hey man, I found a firing range, $22 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. all day long.
Like
Nice.
$22 every time you go?
For the
Well,
day.
just for a day. The one place I usually go to is $10 an hour. This one's $22 for the whole day.
That's a lot of
Very
money.
nice.
$10 an hour.
Yeah, well, you know, they got to make money.
Your ammo. That's a lot of money for a shooting.
Well, I got 5 rifles that's got to be sighted in.
Tommy, why can't you just shoot? I don't feel like I've ever lived anywhere where I couldn't just go outside and sight in a rifle if I needed to.
Well, I used to do it in my backyard, but they put in like a mile-long subdivision. Oh, God. And they put another subdivision in across the street from me. They got another few houses they built. It's gone. All the deer are gone. The hogs are gone. Everything.
Man.
They destroyed the place.
We have a firing range upstate.
My new place is on basically a hay farm. There's nothing but fields all around me, wide open spaces.
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting to look around Toledo Bend, over by the Texas-Louisiana border on the Sabine River.
Yeah.
But not too far from there, those 4 national forests. Now I'm going to look around that area and try to find a little place to rent that has land that connects directly to the forest.
Sabine, you said?
Well, no, that's over by Toledo. What is that river? Sabine that goes through Toledo?
Sabine, it's the Lacassane on one side of Lake Charles and Sabine on the other. So you can be closer to me if you do that.
Yeah, but I want to go up near Toledo Bend.
Yeah. I mean, good luck. That's expensive.
Well, I can find a way to manage that.
Yeah.
But they
You gonna,
also,
you gonna dig up
yeah,
all that money from that bank robbery that you did in the 70s?
which one? No, but they got that place over in the middle of the state that's got those 4 federal wildlife management areas.
Wow.
Just
I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I don't know the names of them. They in the book,
I don't
but
know which ones.
the North Shore has just had a population explosion. Man, it's getting bad, bad, bad.
An explosion of what?
Just
People.
growing.
Oh, so it's becoming.
Yeah, nobody wants to live in New Orleans because of all the
Exactly.
crime.
That's what I was just about to say. That's like every metropolitan area. Nobody wants to live in the city. They want to live 45 minutes out.
Oh well, nowadays I don't want to live in the city either. Holy shit!
I get it. I mean, I'm
Right?
45 minutes from downtown Houston, and I'm in
Oh
the middle of
God,
Houston.
Oh,
But
Houston.
I'm way out in the middle of nowhere, dude.
Yeah,
man!
that's
I
where I
was
want to be. Out in the middle of nowhere, in the
Yeah, when
mountains.
I was stationed in San Antonio, a buddy of mine wanted to come up to New Orleans for a weekend. He lives there in San Antonio, and I said, "Yeah, let's go." We pulled off the interstate and stopped in Houston for gas. He had his wallet sitting up on the dash. Some dude reached in and grabbed it. I reached in the car and grabbed my gun. I'm chasing him down the street.
When was
He
this?
dropped that wallet. I was in Houston.
How long ago?
Oh, good God! It might have 1980 something.
Oh, I was about to say, you chasing somebody down the street. Man,
Now,
Well, I was also carrying a gun belt that had a badge on it. So,
is New
well, why
Orleans
chase him?
open carry?
huh?
Is New Orleans open carry?
Yeah,
Louisiana
Oh, it's
is.
Louisiana, not New Orleans. I didn't know they were open carry.
yep, yeah. We can go buy anything we want. Then, well, if you buy a fully auto weapon, you got to have a federal permit.
Yeah.
A class 3 license.
Yeah.
But the crime down here, man, is 99% of it are gang banging idiots or revenge killings, and
It's getting bad like Chicago.
getting bad. Oh, it's been bad.
Oh, really? Wow.
God, New Orleans, Chicago's not even in the top 10. New Orleans ranks above Chicago in murders.
New Orleans and Chicago are a lot alike. They're really
Yep.
corrupt in the police departments and stuff, and the politicians and all.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, who isn't corrupt?
Well, the politicians down here are corrupt as hell. The mayor of New Orleans hadn't paid her federal income taxes in years, and she got elected.
Wow. I don't understand why we keep them in office so long, and I don't understand why we can't just limit terms. Just
Yeah, Ray Nagin, the mayor, he got busted. He went to go shake my hand. I said to him, I don't shake my hand to a thief.
we
I
just
did the
want
same
to-
thing as that senator that got busted up at a fundraiser up in Amy. At what was the name of it? I think it was the Caddies. They had a big fundraiser in there. So I went up there, and who was it? I think it was Richard Baker. But anyway, he got busted too. I told him I would shake hands with thieves. He went and stood on, huh?
How you meet so many politicians?
Man, I know so many people down here, you wouldn't believe it. I know the good, the bad, the ugly.
Word.
So I wanted to ask you about your son. Does he have to wear a mask at school?
No, and anytime we go in somewheres where they're like trying, because that's all they can do is try to get you to wear a mask. They can't mandate it. Uh, any time we go in somewhere where they try to get him to wear it, I'm like, he's exempt. He's got asthma. I don't want him wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah, no,
Just for the lack of oxygen, you know?
Yeah, little kid that's breathing in carbon dioxide is not good.
Right.
But
And now,
New York, you can't go anywhere. In New York City, if you're not vaccinated, you're not welcome.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're basically making it in New York State that if you're not vaccinated, you can't go to work. You can't go anywhere. Nobody will allow you indoors. It's like, what the hell? Like, all of a sudden, we're going to be like singled out with a great big scarlet letter on us.
What is that?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Oh, it might have been my phone. I got a new phone. I hadn't figured it out. It's a piece of crap. AT&T. I just want a regular flip phone. I can just dial the number, or that's it. I don't want the internet and all that crap.
You can go to Walmart and buy a cheap phone and buy minutes every month.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Oh, because that's what I do. Mine's it's a Samsung, but it's cheap service. It's a track phone.
Yeah, but they all got the internet. I don't want to be tracked and followed and have this and that.
Yeah, then you'd have to find an old phone and then
The technology will work.
New SIM card and a new phone number and hook it up. Because my mother still has the old flip phone. She don't want anything new. She's like, I just needed to call 911 or call any of you kids. Okay.
When I get up and go fishing, hey, I'm gonna look at the weather and I go. If it's gonna be bad weather, I bring my my scanner with me and I just turn it on if the weather gets bad and find out what's going on. And with the scanner, guess what? I get a tornado warning before the internet, before the TV, before the radio, before all the phones and everything.
What's the weather like now, Tommy?
Do what, Caleb?
What's the weather like now?
It's hot outside.
No, like my mom said it was coming down. Like you're already getting that bad weather coming in.
Yeah, aren't you guys getting a hurricane up in there?
Yeah.
I think Monday or so.
Wow. The one that came through here was kind of a dud. It kind of just rained. Flooded a few places, but nothing crazy, which, knock on wood, was good.
Yeah, but I mean, like the reason I'm working out of town is because of that Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Delta that hit Louisiana real hard around November.
Yeah.
People are still rebuilding.
Yeah, I mean, they don't show this stuff on the news. So how would people know unless it's local? It's sad. Instead of showing all this other crap they show us, they should be showing this kind of stuff. Like, people didn't know that the Proud Boys and Antifa are still protesting in Oregon, in Portland.
Really?
Why are they even worried about them? They ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, what's there still to be protesting?
Well, I guess they want that area taken back. They still have their little area.
Oh, Chaz or whatever.
Yeah, and I guess the Proud Boys are, like they're standing up for their rights, waving a flag, and then in comes Antifa.
Dude, the reason Texas can't break away from America is because we need the other states for, like commerce and resources. How do they think they're just going to set something up in the middle of a city and not need help from the surrounding area?
I'm not sure on what. I'd have to read up on that, like what that would mean. officially seceding from the United States. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I would love to turn around and just not be a part of this. The United States is not. I'm tired of us jumping into other countries, worrying about other countries, and
Yeah, the whole world police thing. Me and Tommy were just talking about that before you came on, and we disagree with each other. He thinks we should still be there. I'm thinking I'm tired of us being the world police.
Well,
exactly. I'm
I
tired of
think
people.
we should be there until it's stable enough to get out of
It
there.
will never be
We're not.
stable.
We weren't there to
I
stabilize
know.
it, dude. We were there for the resources.
Yeah, and it'll never be stabilized. You're talking just like over in Israel. You will that will never be changed. They've been fighting since the dawn of time. I mean, that's what they do. You cannot change that. And for us to go in and try to change a country that is a completely different religion, and we're going to go in there and change them.
Well, what we're fighting is an ideology.
Yeah, but once we go
No,
in
The
and
only
we
way to defeat Islam is to defeat the ideology. If
no,
that
we're not.
goes,
It's not even about Islam. We went to Iraq for the oil. We went to
yeah,
Afghanistan for the lithium.
yeah,
Period.
exactly. And we're trying to get world banks in those countries.
Yeah, and because the Saddam stopped using the petrodollar. Exactly.
Yeah, it's all back things that you don't ever see, and they'll never tell you this shit. You have to look it all up yourself. But I mean, we give these countries all this money, and what the hell?
well,
What
I agree with that too.
giving other
What
countries
y'all are
money?
saying, huh?
Giving
No,
countries
I agree with what y'all are saying overall.
Yeah.
I mean, we're bringing in, what was it, 10,000 Afghanis. We're going to just take in, we didn't vet them. We don't know
They
who
should,
these people are.
Well,
yeah, they
that.
should take those people and put them in the Middle East, not America.
But wait. Okay, like the people that they're gonna bring over, we have interpreters over there, and
Yeah,
we work hand in hand with these interpreters. We need them. You know, some of them we don't, we're not too sure about, but they get weeded out. If like I remember my interpreter in Iraq, Schmitty, they all get American names. We all like give them an American name because their names are sometimes too hard for us to say, and they don't mind. They love it. They're good people. Some of them are really good people.
Oh,
oh,
I'm
I
sure.
know, I know.
I'm sure, a lot of these people are just normal people. I'm just, I mean, we've got an open border in Mexico, and they're just coming in. And then we're going to turn around and then take 10,000 Afghanis, which their life is going to be completely turned around because
But
over there, women have nothing. You know what I mean? They got to be covered up and all this other stuff. And then you're going to take them to America where girls walk around in bikinis at the beach. You know what I
they're
mean?
gonna have to get used to it. Like it's America. Sorry, bro. You know, like all of that. I mean, over there, women are less than property. They're less than the family goat. You know what I
They're
mean?
lower than an animal. That is
It
Yeah.
correct.
I mean, they
it
can kill
sucks.
you. You're a girl, they can kill you.
A second-class Muslim has a higher rank in society than a woman.
The
A
8 year
second,
old
a
son.
second, yeah, a second-rate Muslim is a convert.
You know, the 8 year old son tells his mom what to do over there. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, it just doesn't make sense. All the money that we're spending, of course, we're giving, what was it, $300 million to help all of the placement of the displaced Afghanis. Uh,
Yeah.
when did
Right.
this become our responsibility? And I don't want my tax dollars going there like
Well,
that. I don't
Well,
want my
would
it's
you
tax
rather
dollars
have
everywhere
Chinese
they
Communist
do.
tax dollars go there?
it's just because wait, Jen, you talking about the people that they're gonna bring over here from Afghanistan?
No, this is on top of we're taking those 10,000. We're giving $300 million. Who knows to who for all these displaced people? I mean, Biden is just
Mhm.
buying the checks away. I don't know how the hell we're
Well,
going to pay for all this.
I mean, they're trying to shut it down. The more dependent we are on the government, the more power they got.
And that's why we need to put our feet down and stop paying taxes. And we'll see how, see, if everybody in the United States stop paying taxes, who can't go after all of us.
Yeah,
They will
well,
have
That's
so much power.
that's what everybody ought to do. Instead of paying their taxes every month, withhold it till the end of the year.
We
Oh,
can
that would upset them.
not even to the end of the year. Don't pay them at all.
tax
We
it.
can
Income tax is theft.
what,
Period. There's
what
so many things we could tax higher that people are still gonna buy and be okay with being taxed. We don't need income taxed. And you're right. Total non-compliance is the only way to stop it. But
yeah.
you're not going to have total non-compliance. Some people are so plugged in that they wouldn't even dream about not following the rules.
Oh my God, you got people running around who are tattling on other people who aren't wearing masks.
Yeah,
But you're a grown adult and you're acting like a 2-year-old tattling on everybody. That's ridiculous. Oh my
and
God.
the masks are like such a small part.
I've never worn a mask. I've worn a bandana, but I won't put on a mask. You're not going to mask me out. If I got to put something on my face, I'll put a bandana on my face.
Yeah, those masks don't work. An
Well,
N95 is your best bet. Those
they
That's
paper
the only thing
masks,
that would
they
work.
ain't no good.
they what here's what I heard recently that changed my mind on the mask stuff. It's the water droplets from you either talking or breathing or whatever. That's because it's not airborne. It's exchanged through body fluids. So the mask will help to lower the amount of
Then why is it still going? Why we could have shut this down? We shut
no.
down the
Well,
United States. It was shut
because
down.
the shutdowns weren't the way to do it. If anything, I think herd immunity was the way to do it,
Oh,
and that sucks. But you know, not
I
Yeah.
everybody has to
believe
get it
it's
for herd
anything.
immunity to work.
I think it's all just a scare tactic. I mean, if you think about it, they needed a fire drill in order to prepare people for a real pandemic, like something
You
that's
know
going
what?
to really do damage. This supposed pandemic is only like a 2% death rate. I know that's a lot of
It's
people.
not even
It's
not
not
even
even close.
2%.
Yeah, it's less than 2%, but I always do the 2% because it's like one
Closer.
point something percent, and but 2%. I mean, we shut down the world for 2%.
I don't think
Yeah.
the
That's like the flu
death
or
rate is
pneumonia.
what the shutdowns were really for, though. They didn't want the overcrowding of the hospitals and stuff like that. They didn't want a lot of this. I've swung back on. I like
But
at
if you
first
think,
you can't tell me to do anything like that I don't want to do. So at first I was really against it, but I understand a little. I understand both sides. I'm not gonna wear a mask. I'm not. I'm gonna do what I still want, but
they
I
gave
get
New
both sides.
York, they gave New York all the regular hospitals that we have in New York. They gave New York City a tent hospital in Central Park. They
Oh.
gave the Javits Center, and Trump gave the ship, the hospital, the floating hospital, and we didn't need any of that.
They found 12,000 more deaths that Como tried to hide.
Oh God, I tried to tell people that don't live in New York that whole family is crooked. The father Mario was crooked. Now Andrew is crooked, and I sure as shit wouldn't trust Chris. They're all crooked.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
once again, you don't go in politics unless you're crooked or you're looking to make money.
you don't go into politics to make change. You go in to make
Yeah,
money.
exactly. You look at all these. You can go on the internet and look and see what everybody claims on their taxes on how much they're worth, And oh my God, how does Nancy Pelosi become a multimillionaire when she's making $170,000 a year as a senator? Or no, she's in the House. But how do you become a multimillionaire? Your husband? Okay, well he's been doing insider trading. We all know that. But
Yeah.
come on, half these people. I mean, what's even really sick with the Obamas? I'm not even talking about Obama and Michelle. The oldest daughter walked out of the White House being a millionaire. How does that happen?
Yeah.
It
I,
just,
from networking, I mean,
I mean, what were they doing? Selling her pictures? She was in high school. What was she doing? You know what I mean? They barely took pictures, and when it was kind of that stage thing. So where did she make $1 million from? Who slid $1 million in that pocket?
yeah.
They wouldn't say how much the younger daughter was because she is underage. So I mean that they can get away with not telling it. But yeah, the oldest one walked away with $1 million. Okay. Nobody questions it. Everybody just acts like, oh, that's normal.
I don't think any people know really,
Well, because it's not said on the news. Most people
Right.
are getting their news from the news. And if it don't tell you on the news, they don't know.
Yeah.
And it's sad because everything you're getting on news is basically the same regurgitated shit from every channel.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I don't. I think we should be able to do it. Like, why can't we get AI to run policy?
Uh-huh.
You're talking about robots?
Not robots. AI, artificial intelligence. It's to a level now where, I mean, it could at least be reasonable.
I don't know if I would trust that being in charge of. Basically, you're putting a robot in charge of our country.
Yeah, but you put artificial intelligence in charge of policy, and humans still carry out the law. You get
Well,
what I
that
mean?
sounds.
Yeah, I
I'm
used
not
to.
into that whole AI. To me, it's just basically wiping away jobs and
Well, jobs that corrupt people. I'm not saying that. I used to be worried about the whole Terminator theory and stuff like that too, but uh, that's why we shouldn't turn all of the cops into androids or something like that. But politicians,
but you're talking to putting our government in like that.
yeah. I mean, if we program them to just be reasonable,
But
plug in all of our laws, and
what's
you
the
know,
difference of them being cops and them being head of our country?
because police, there's a physical presence. They can actually like go out and round us up and exterminate us. But as politicians, you just need a program basically.
And that program can be hacked, and they do basically anything. I'm just, I don't know. It could be a good idea.
Then
Uh,
what happens if they hack it and then they change a law that everybody doesn't agree with, and we go in there and fix it or something? If anything, as a consultant type situation, you know what I mean? I think we should have something more intelligent than humans that can't be corrupted.
yeah, because the whole system is corrupted.
Yeah, it's hard to resist money when you get,
Who's
you know,
getting who's getting messages on Hangouts?
me.
Oh, I heard the ding. It's a very distinct ding. That's funny.
Let's see. Oh, I can turn it off.
No, I mean if you're getting messages, I was just teasing you.
Caleb, how old's your son?
He's 5.
Oh, he just turned 5.
Yep.
You should have bought him a pony.
A pony?
Yeah, that way he won't ask for one when he turns 6.
No,
Uh,
he's more like we buy me a motorcycle.
and he's got a motorcycle. He's got a little 4-wheeler. He's got a pony actually. I have a horse back here.
Oh,
That's-
Oh,
nice.
okay.
We had horses when I was a teenager. I loved them. There are a
My
lot of
favorite pastime was throwing rocks at that big old white-faced bull till he chased me. Chased me up the barn loft one time. Almost got my foot too.
oh shit.
That's funny. I believe that 100%. I was gonna start off this stream by talking about how Tommy's my uncle on my mom's side that lives in the swamp, and the only supplies that he has that don't come from the land, I go drop off to him once a month.
No, the swamps were okay until we get a tropical storm or a hurricane.
The what? Yeah.
Swamps are okay until you get a tropical storm or a hurricane or a whole lot of rain, like 12 inches a day, 12 inches tomorrow, and the next day.
Shit, you're getting 12 inches of rain just in one day. Holy cow.
Try just in a couple hours sometimes.
Damn. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, you know where Percy Quinn is, huh?
Good night, Piper. I don't know you, but it's nice to meet you.
Oh, Piper's cool as shit. She's good people. She's a little drunk right now.
She's a little drunk right now. Well, a lot of people that are chatting at nighttime are sipping.
Probably a little worse than just sipping too. Like a Kinder, you know.
Where is Kinder?
I don't know. I see him every now and then. I just
Kinder's a part of the original.
yeah, but he's so far gone.
Oh, sometimes he has really out there views and stuff, but it's kind of like that crazy uncle, in your family that, he's just there.
You all right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Don't croak on my stream, dude.
No, wrong windpipe.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
more than one?
That's funny that you said that. When I broke my feet, well, I didn't break it. I fractured my femur. And when I was in the hospital, the woman in the bed next to me, we knew she was dying and everything, but that night that she died, oh my God, being in the hospital and when somebody dies, how much commotion it is to try to revive that person. I don't want to be around when somebody croaks again.
Man,
So don't be
seen my
croaking.
share.
Can't even get to you. Does anybody have contact information? And then we'll wait if
on what?
anybody have contact information with Tommy that
Yeah, he's my uncle. I bring him supplies once a month.
oh good. Once a month. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that smell.
Whole
Ugh.
month. And then if somebody died, you okay.
But where he lives, the gators would get to him before he started stinking.
Well, I guess if you're dead already, it really wouldn't matter to be gator food.
Oh man.
But I always teased everybody. I know the perfect way to get rid of somebody is a boat ride in the Everglades.
What's that song by Jim Carroll?
By who?
All the people who have died.
Well, I want to be cremated. What do you want?
Be reincarnated.
All right. What do you want to be? A tree?
No. A pair of woman's underwear.
Oh God. Careful what you wish for. You just might get it. You
I
gotta
know
be super
Pelosi might buy
careful.
me off the shelf.
Hey, you might be like Hillary's underwear. You gotta
Eh,
be specific. I don't want him to be the woman's dirty drawers. What do you want, Caleb?
I want the main thing I want when I die is my family not to spend a dollar on a fancy casket, a suit for me to be buried in, or a whole. Like you can get my body released for religious purposes. There's a certain sect of Asian culture that does it, and they wrap them in sheets and stuff like that and burn them. I just like make me a little pine box and bury me if you want to bury me. Put me in a old coffee can if you cremate me. I don't want them to spend money on me after I'm dead.
Yeah, well, then you should think about they have where you donate your body for science.
No, my mama did that, and I was so pissed off she did that because now I don't have like somewhere to visit her or like, you
Well,
know,
well, nowadays they'll turn around and like you can donate it for like say 2 years, and then it's like for teaching purpose. So like they put everything back that and they'll cremate you and then give you back, and you don't pay for any of it. It's because you donated yourself for the science purpose. But I mean, you could tell them how long you want them to cut you up for.
poke and prod at you. Yeah.
But I mean, that's basically, and then nothing. They cremate you, and then they give you back to your family as in an urn or a box.
I
And
think
then,
I'm gonna get a military graveyard somewhere.
so you figure, that would be the cheapest way you could go.
Well, yeah, I'll get a military burial.
Oh yeah, that too.
Probably in Biloxi.
I don't know if I want them to bury me though. Maybe just the service. I don't care. I don't care what they do with me. I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's that kind of thing, then I mean, it's stupid to buy a burial plot so somebody can go visit you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just remember like really caring about that when I was young and
Yeah.
coping with my grandma
Yeah.
passing away. Yeah.
Say when I was little, I always wanted to be, on the mountain. I just, I want to be part of that for the rest of my for eternity. That's my eternity.
What do you want?
Oh, I'm gonna be cremated. There's no way you're putting me in the ground with bugs crawling on me. Nope, nope, nope.
In the ground with what?
Bugs. Bugs are not gonna crawl on me and eat
Oh,
me. No. And the whole idea of decomposition and no, no, no. That's disgusting. I don't want to be in a box and like turn into soup.
Yeah, I want to be buried so I can come back as a zombie.
All right, we'll notify the voodoo priestess that, when you die, isn't that like what they do?
No. Voodoo's to ward off evil spirits and protect people and promote
Oh,
health
so
and
hoodoo?
well-being.
What is the other one? Hoodoo?
Voodoo, yeah,
Yeah, but
that's the black arts.
yeah. Okay, I said it wrong. I knew there was the two. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's like the Quilo Colombians in Brazil. They're they escaped slavery and ran into the jungles and lived there ever since.
Yeah.
And they're a Christian North African ritual type religion.
what?
Yeah, see,
Christian?
Brazil had a lot of black slaves to the Portuguese. with sugar plantations, and a lot of them escaped and went and lived in the jungles.
Right.
They don't ever tell anybody about all this stuff.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's you know nowadays you have to teach your kid the important things because the only thing your kid is going to school for is to regurgitate what they tell you. That's
Right.
all. It's just to be able to repeat what they tell you on a piece of paper. Because when my son was little, that's what he told me. Mom, I don't have to do the homework. I don't have to study. I don't have to do any of that because I know what they told me, and as long as I get my test right, I'm good. And that was basically it. And it was like, holy shit. When he said that to me, it was like, oh no, you're gonna learn. You're not just gonna, repeat what they throw at you. You need to learn shit.
Yeah, and that's difference.
Caleb, you're gonna have to teach your kid how to write cursive. The schools
Yep.
no longer the schools no longer teach it.
What? Okay, I don't. I don't know if I like really care. I mean, if he
Well,
wants, I feel like he's gonna want to know,
that's
because
what the Constitution is written in.
right.
How's
There's
he
a
gonna?
lot of reasons he should want to know that.
Oh yeah.
But if he doesn't, there's so much more I want him to learn. But I get what you mean. Like I dread the day that he comes home telling me about what what his teachers taught him. 9/11 and the Iraq War was about and all of that. 'Cause, I might have to sit him down and be like, "Hey, buddy, we have a long talk."
Oh yeah. Wake him
Had
up
he
to
fought in that
the
war?
yeah. Yeah. No, I discussed all those things with my son and kept him in the loop instead of just what they're gonna regurgitate at him.
Yeah,
But I was really today. I was watching New York City. The teachers went on strike. Well, not strike. They were protesting that they don't want to be mandated vaccine and don't want to be mandated to have to wear a mask.
yeah.
Cuomo did all that right before he left.
But they're not going to mandate it, but all they're going to do is just make it harder and harder.
New York City mandated it for all state workers, mandated it for all hospitals, mandated it for all schools, gave the chance for all restaurants and any federal building, museums and all that. We gave all the restaurants a choice, and most of the restaurants in New York City went with the mandate.
Yeah,
So there's not a place that you can go in New York City that you have to wear a mask, and most want to see your vaccination card.
I don't have to wear a mask in New York because I ain't going to New York.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard when you live on Long Island and you
Yeah.
got to get to upstate. You got to pass through the city. I want nothing to do with the city. That's De Blasio's bullshit there.
Well, what an idiot he is.
Oh my God, he's a big oaf. Big oaf.
what?
An oaf.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a big, tall oaf. It's like, if you ever see him speak, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, he's like, duh. He's a big oaf. He is, if you look at him, he's like almost like 7 foot tall. He's just, ugh, just an idiot.
yeah. Which one is that? That's governor.
Mayor. We just got rid of Cuomo was the governor.
Alfredo Cuomo.
Well, that was the little brother, Chris.
Yeah, Alfredo.
Fredo, and he got all upset. But
Oh,
Chris
he's a
Cuomo is just
God.
as hands-on with the girls too. So I mean, it runs in the family. They think they can do what they want.
And they're like Adam shifted. They're just arrogant little slimy children, is what they are. Did they charge him for uh
They didn't charge him because he stepped down.
no,
But
no. He abandoned his dog, left his dog behind when
he
he
left
moved
his
out of the mansion.
dog behind.
He left his dog behind when he moved out of the mansion.
Oh, they should charge him
Needed
with
it to get
animal
elected,
cruelty.
though.
Yeah.
No, well, the state attorney general basically told him they were going to charge him, and that's when he stepped down. You only step down like that if you know they've got you. You know you can't deny what they have. But I'm people all along that the father was corrupt. I don't even know why they even voted him in. But I mean, he's the one. Christmas Eve, he turned around and passed the gun law, the Safety Act. That's what kind of skeevy guy he is. Not to let the people know, didn't know anything about it until the next day. Well, not Christmas Day, I think it was the day after, and they hit him with it. Wapui. We just took away some of your gun rights.
Yeah, well,
Then he pardoned a whole bunch of people.
And people were
meanwhile,
not happy with that.
Texas just put 7 new laws into action protecting gun rights.
Yeah, well, that's what we should be doing. I mean, I'm so tired of the. I don't want to say it, but it's like the left because I'm not Republican. I'm not. I don't see
Me
myself
neither.
as Republican or Democrat. I believe in the Constitution.
Right. I'm a libertarian. I'm an American.
Yeah, I don't necessarily call myself libertarian. I basically tell anybody that I'm a constitutionalist. I believe we should be standing behind that paper, and those are the rules, and this is what we're governed by. You know, stick with it. It could be easy, but otherwise, basically, that I believe the Second Amendment basically protects the First Amendment. So those two go hand in hand. You can't change either one. And
Right.
some of them were really important because we made those were the basic two on the list. We made them 1 and 2 because when we left England, those were two important things that people said we're leaving England for. So for us to change it now and say, you know, no, then we're just basically going right back to England. We're no different. But this country is turning into shit anyway.
I still love it.
Oh yeah, I have respect for it. My grandfather taught me respect of the country and the flag, but I can't have respect for this country when our president is basically a blithering idiot. I mean, the man eats his own boogers. There's
Boom.
Yeah, you didn't see that video of he had slime on his face and they told him right before he went live and he grabbed it on his fingers, looked at it, and then put it in his mouth. That's kind of gross. You want to eat your own boogers, that's your thing, but I don't want a president doing it. But
Yeah.
I just don't believe.
Everybody doesn't do that.
What?
Everybody doesn't do that.
Eating boogers? No, I don't eat boogers. I may have done it when I was a kid, but
Medium rare with mustard and pickles.
mustard and pickles. Oh. But did you see that video that he was hugging on that teenage boy and he took off his mask and he put it in his hand and he crumpled it up and he put it in the kid's hand. He gave the kid his used mask. And this is our president, a sane man. That's so weird.
He probably thought it was like a token. That's what he wants to be remembered by, or something. I
Your
don't know.
dirty mask that we basically supposedly are in a pandemic, and you're going to give this kid your used mask. That's weird.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a lot of things weird with that man.
it's the level at which they buried that Tara Reid stuff was kind of sickening.
Yeah, she was just the out and open. Everybody knew that one. But there's seven. But the women on top of, look at the little kids that he's been a little touchy feely with that I don't like. I mean, the women, yeah, that shouldn't happen. But the kids, that, you know, that I don't,
Yeah.
that would not happen on any of my kids. Sorry. You're not touching my kid like that.
I don't know. What other explanation is there for that?
Well, I look at my father, and he's a grandfather, and he's got many grandkids, and yeah, they sit on his lap, and he tickles them, and he bonks their nose and things like that. But he's not like grabbing them and kind of sniffing them, and I mean that's kind of weird. And, I mean, yeah, he kisses them and things like, but there's a big difference. Like you can just see that he's a grandfather, and he's acting like a grandfather. I can't look at Biden and say, "Here's my kid," because you're a grandfather. Not after all the videos I've seen of him with kids.
Yeah, there's you can't watch. The people who voted for him couldn't have seen those videos.
I don't believe that many people voted for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, but can't tell people that they don't want to hear that.
Well, I mean that it's funny they don't want to hear it, and that's quite all right. But they're doing 4 forensic audits on 4 of the states that Trump talked about. Now, audits are different than just counting the ballots again. They're basically going through each name and seeing if they're real or not, and the signatures and all that. But the forensic, whatever information they get, which is the forensic part, is basically for lawsuits. So they're not trying to overturn an election or anything like that. They're basically looking for information to go to the Supreme Court. Because when they went to the Supreme Court, they had no information. They didn't have all of that proof. So that's what these forensic audits are all about. And people don't understand that. They
Yeah,
sit there and say, "Oh, you're counting them again." And it's like, no, that's not what it is. You're twisting and you're doing your little twist, regurgitating whatever the news said. You know.
yeah. I listen to him all the time, but both sides are like that, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm basically, I got tired of all that, which is why I basically, left YouTube. I no longer really hang out in the chats or anything. Once in a while, I'll go to Candy's or EQ's stream. I've had many people ask me to stream again, but I'm kind of at the point that, I just don't want the drama. Just don't want any of that.
Yeah,
I was kind of attached to it. So a lot of that is still there unless they unsub me or not come to my streams. I just don't want it. It's basically it's hard to explain to someone that doesn't get anxiety, but that it's like agita in your stomach and it just doesn't go away for days. Why am I torturing myself for people I don't know?
yeah. Some,
I got the people I know, I keep them, and the rest of them can go away.
yeah. but we need people.
I don't know. Do I need people? I don't know if I need
We
people.
do. We do. We like as a species, we need people. You know, genetically. You know,
Well, yeah, because you need to procreate and bring on more
not just that. I feel
people.
like we're all connected in a way that science hasn't uncovered yet. You know.
Oh, yeah, I believe that there's a soulmate, other half, whatever you want to call it. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that person, you just match. But, after going through a divorce that I thought was my soulmate, you know,
Yeah. Well, I think there's. I don't believe in the soul mate thing anymore. I believe that there's probably more of a soul family. Like multiple people out there that you click with, and it doesn't have to be like one specific person. It doesn't have to be the opposite sex. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think, yeah, I'm sure maybe there's more. I just feel like there's somebody that's just perfect, you know what I mean? That was made.
Some one specific person.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of other people that you're going to get along with and mesh with, and you know that that whole bonding thing happens. You can bond with many people, and I'm sure you can fall in love with many people. You know what I mean? Because there are those sexual attractions and all that. You can't help that. But I believe that there's just that one true person. But hey, who am I? I'm just me.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. The soul is still uncharted science.
Well, I believe the soul is energy, and
Yeah.
that will never be destroyed. So we just go to another realm.
Yeah. Well, we don't. I mean, our memories and identity is kept in this physical vessel. So whether we go to another realm or not, I don't think it's going to still be us.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but I've never died, so I don't know what that is.
You never died?
Well, no, I never died.
Oh, I did twice last week. No,
Last week, what were you doing?
felt like I was that heat.
Oh, wow. You gotta drink lots of water. Stay hydrated.
Oh no, not just water. Flush your system out. The way I sweat.
What are you drinking?
I do a three every 3 waters. I'll drink a Powerade or something.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Gatorade or even the little kids Pedialyte. It's got the electrolytes in it. That little
Oh yeah, but they're so
electrolyte.
expensive. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
people like.
Make
everyone
sure
was
you drink
saying
water when you drink Gatorade or Powerade.
it gives you the cramps. Yeah,
No,
I
no,
just
no, 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 no. Remember, it's a thirst quencher. It signals your brain that you're not thirsty anymore.
What? What is it?
Gatorade, they
Oh,
call it the thirst quencher. What they do is they signal your brain all these electrolytes, and they tell your brain you're not thirsty anymore, and you are actually thirsty. So
yeah.
that's like in sports, you take it and you mix half Gatorade and half water and drink it. So that's what we used to do in the fire department. We go on these hot fires and stuff, drink 50% Gatorade and 50% water. A lot of people that ride bicycles and stuff in races, that's what they do, 50-50 mix.
yeah. I've, I've always, if you drink a Gatorade, you have to drink water afterwards. So that was always just my son loved the lemon and lime Gatorade, and I always just you drink that, you drink your water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had no problem turning around and saying, he finished that, he wanted another one. And it was like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's going to quench your thirst, and you still might need water.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. That was just something I did.
Now,
I crave sugar all the time when I'm sweating. Like I was a heat casualty in basic training. I came close to a heat stroke, and
Okay.
yeah.
since then my body like overreacts.
Yeah, it's been
I
the
sweat.
humidity here has just been crazy. Like I think it was last night. It was 99% humidity.
Yeah, we had that the other day, 98, 99.
Yeah, we were in Long Island. We were in the 70s at night with 99% humidity. Holy shit! I mean, the humidity is bad on the East Coast, but
Yeah.
come on, 99%.
That
Holy
was
shit!
that hurricane. Brought
Well,
all that moisture.
yeah, well, dumped a lot of rain, but it moved up fast. Kind of stuck around for a little bit, but it did. It moved up fast because it could have done more damage than it did.
Hmm.
We was worried about upstate after that flood last year. It wore away a lot of the bank, and we're in the process of basically reassuring that whole bank so that every year we don't flood again. And they're not done yet. And
Yeah, after Andrew hit somewhere down near Jeanerette, Morgan City, there's a canal, a tugboat was parked, and his weather vane went out. I think it was like 224 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, the Cameron Parish, just south of Lake Charles, on the coast of Louisiana. They said that their wind meter broke at
Yeah.
210 miles an hour.
Yep.
that was Andrew, because Andrew like ripped the shit out of Florida.
No, that was
Andrew was in the
Laura.
mid 80s.
That was Laura and Delta, the last two.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew hit Florida in the 90s.
Yeah, it was somewhere back then. I slept through it. I was in Baton Rouge. I slept through it.
Yeah, that's the first hurricane I remember in my life. I was like 3, and I woke up and there was water on the floor.
So,
Yeah, we had just, well, we were probably there for about a year, 2 years when Andrew hit. We were more in the center of Fort Lauderdale, so it didn't do as much damage as it did by the water.
Yeah. I didn't know Andrew hit Florida, though. I thought Andrew was Louisiana.
Oh, Andrew ripped the shit out of Florida. It basically, Homestead was a military base, and it basically wiped out Homestead.
Word.
It's like the military base is no longer there. That's how bad it wiped it out.
damn.
Damn.
Well, I mean, even Katrina, people don't remember that Katrina came across Florida first and then went in the Gulf and then went up and hit Louisiana.
Yeah.
Because I remember Katrina because Katrina took my roof and then Wilma came after it and Wilma took my ceilings. Like we basically had to gut out the entire house.
Yeah. People don't even talk about Rita.
Oh, I sat up on a bridge when Rita came. I was sitting on a bridge when Rita came through.
Yeah, because it mostly hit Lake Charles area.
That was a really bad one. I don't remember it.
It was right after Katrina. It was like a week or 2 after Katrina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was the year that it was like the the hurricanes were right next to each other. Bam, 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 bam. That's why Wilma, because Katrina, the K and then the W, people are like, well, that's strange. It's because we got hit with all those hurricanes in a row. I remember that now. Okay. The name didn't ring a bell because we probably didn't get hit with it, but I remember that they were like stacked all in a row coming off
Uh,
Africa.
I get you.
Do you want to shut down? Are you talking to somebody or something?
Get sleepy.
Getting sleepy. All right. I don't want to keep you up.
But
I basically just saw you came live and I just wanted to say hi. Hadn't seen you in a while.
yeah,
Dongs and Bongs. Who is Dongs and Bongs?
we need a who's Homes and Bones. We need
Hurricane.
a
It was a cat.
T-52. He's been talking about you.
Where did where did that hit, Charlie? Because again, I don't remember. I just remember the three storms: Andrew, Katrina, and Will, uh, Wilma.
Yeah. We had a tropical storm come through one night, and we had a church fire, and we were out there fighting a church fire. Then the eye passed over us. It was
When I was
weird.
over, that was the craziest thing. Were you there? Did you see it?
Yeah, I was out there fighting the fire.
And then it's like it just gets clear and stops, and
Yeah,
it's like it is the weirdest thing in the world. I don't
it all died
remember.
out.
I don't remember Charlie.
Charlie. I don't remember that one. Sandy, I remember because New
Sandy.
York threw a fit about Sandy, and it wasn't even like something that would have been considered down here. We wouldn't even remember the name.
Friday the 13th. Wow. It must not have hit the. I was in Fort Lauderdale, so it must not have hit. Is that the one that went up to the top part near not Tallahassee, the other side? That's the one that ripped through and went up through Georgia. Can't remember what that is up there. My brain is like, ugh. It went up in the west coast side of Florida, right? All the way up at the top. Punta Gorda, wow, that was pretty low. That's basically near Fort Lauderdale, just on the west coast. It's basically my uncle lives there. No,
Who is Thorns and Bongs?
I don't know. I was just talking to them. Must live in Florida because they remember it.
Oh, great. Another Floridian. Got bad luck with those.
Really? I was a Floridian. I was a Floridian for many years, probably over 20. I loved it there. If I could go back, I thought I would go back to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had the choice when we were divorcing that if I could take over the house and he would leave, and there's no way I could afford to take over the house and pay the bills in the house. I would have if I could. I loved that house.
word. Yep.
Well, I remember if that's the one that hit up at the top at the. I guess it's the Panhandle up there, but I will look it up right now. Hurricane Charlie.
Did he say who he was?
No,
I don't know. Maybe he just stumbled onto it.
stumbled onto us.
Yeah, like the stream. I don't know. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. You know? What up? When's the last time you talked to Logical?
This morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder because he didn't text me back.
He didn't.
No, maybe he was like about to go to sleep or something.
Oh, he's a night owl. He's usually up all night. Good night, Jen. I just looked it up. That that was a really bad one. That was like an Andrew. I do remember it now. Because it's hard to remember the ones that didn't really impact you.
Yeah,
Because I mean, after we got hit with Wilma and Katrina, we didn't have electricity for a month. So I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget that. Going a whole month with living on a generator, taking a shower with water that basically drips out of the faucet. We had to use well water. Yeah, smelled like rotten eggs.
what?
The well water, yeah, had sulfur in it.
Oh, I hate that.
We only used it to water the grass,
Yeah.
and then when the hurricane hit, the water went out. So we basically had to flip the switch and make it be our. It was
My
gross.
well water is crystal clear. Smells real good.
Yeah, I like that well water out here. I didn't have. It's not too common, I guess, in the area that I grew up in, but it is out here.
Yeah, St. Tammy and Tangipahoa's got a lot of natural springs.
Yeah, well, Florida had all those under the ground there, all the natural springs. And it's crazy to think that Florida would have that, but they did. Dongs, yeah, I looked it up. I see that. I don't, for some reason, I did, like, I remember it, but I guess because it didn't impact me. But I
Hmm.
remember that, the upper panhandle got, like, devastated.
Yeah, St. Tammany's got a lot of real good groundwater. It's against the law to haul water from St. Tammany.
Well,
It's all protected by companies and stuff.
damn.
North of me and Robert, they got a spring up there. This water looks like air. Is so clear.
The best
Sweet.
water I ever tasted was the water that comes off the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Up in Alabama, we got a lot of springs too, but then they filter through the old coal mines and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this water, man, I mean, it's crystal clear.
Whatever minerals or whatever is in that water, I've never tasted water that would beat that. Where I would say, oh, that's better water. Like I want so badly to try Fiji water
I
because
was about to say Simba's probably got the best water. I was just about to say it, Jen.
well, that's what I do. It's like I want so badly to like try that because it's like I wonder if their water is really that good. I constantly ask him questions about Fiji. Like I would love to go there.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, I have a closer dream spot, um, which is, God dang, I can't think of it right now. It's in Mexico. It's on the peninsula, the Yucatan, Belize,
Belize.
but Fiji, yes.
Yeah, I never thought about going to Belize. My like that's your like bucket list like thing you have to go to on your bucket list.
Yeah,
Belize.
yeah.
Mine's I want to go on a safari and then
Where at?
South Africa.
Why is South Africa as like African?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have.
Look, cut Africa in half. The north part of it is basically a desert. You got the
Who
Sahara.
are you, thongs and bongs? Do I know you?
You Suge Knight in your water.
Yeah, what is that for?
You mean P&G water treatment?
I don't believe we should put in anything in our water. Sometimes when I turn on the tap water here, it smells so much like chlorine that you don't even want to drink that water.
Yeah, because they get it from the fucking Hudson, which is
Well,
where all of the.
I know it's a gemstone. That's why I was asking
Oh,
you
okay.
why would I do that.
You know, it's. He said something is.
He
He
said he
knew.
knows me.
He knew you knew that.
I have a feeling I know who you are.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm trying to think of something I can say that that person would. We are friends. Okay. I just don't know you as thongs and bongs, I guess.
Maybe it's EQ.
No, EQ only has EQ. I'm trying to teach him about setting up another account so that he can turn around and set up another StreamYard under that account. And then he can use another 20 free hours. So he can link the two together. So he would have
Will that work?
hours. What?
Will that work?
Yeah. That's a it's right now it's a cheat. Who knows how long that will work for before they figure it out and shut that down. But you can open up, say 5 or 6 different accounts and each one will give you 20 hours. And then you just link it.
Yeah, I just went ahead and upgraded.
Oh, you got the big package, or you got the little one?
The little one,
Oh,
but I know I'm good with it. Wait. We're talking about StreamYard. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
little package. I like it.
yeah. I mean, if you're paying for it, you should use it more.
I don't though. That's crazy. I upgraded and then like I dropped back big time on it because I started working out of town and I bring my laptop, but I never get on. I'm usually tired.
Yeah, but are you paying every month, or did you buy the whole year subscription?
Month by month.
Oh, so you're not in a contract where you can just say, "I'm not paying this month." I mean,
Yeah, but I don't like the automatic withdrawal thing.
yeah, that's what all my bills are is automatic.
Yeah,
I've had many a times where you forget to pay something, and it's like, oh shit. I'd rather them just take it out. 200 and something dollars, I believe. I can tell you. Let me check.
what the upgrade?
Yeah, it's $20 a month. Oh, that's if you do it annually, and that would be $240. You pay outright.
Yeah,
The upgrade would be $468 a month, a year. But let's see. Let's change it to monthly, and then it's $25 a month or $49 a month.
yeah. I've been trying to convince EQ
To
to
what?
upgrade.
Well, to me, if you can link the accounts, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you can get them free, I'm not sure why you would.
Did you upgrade?
No,
Oh,
I wanted to do all that when I got my new computer and everything because I was going to go and do basically like what JC was doing, but I saw what it did, and I don't want that. But the thing about that was you could have she could have just opened it and had a chat room,
yeah.
and people would, because at that time nobody wanted to be in New York, so it was like you could just set up a chat room and people can go and not be bothered with the other bullshit of, the other channels and the other people you don't want there that you can't.
Yeah, but how you got to keep your internet running and stuff because like my laptop will shut down, right? If it shuts down, the room shuts down, right? Or no, I got to end the stream.
Yeah, you got to end the stream. It does. I mean, it wears on your computer, of course, because StreamYard takes a lot out of it, which is why if you're on with the phone, it. Oh, why am I hearing an echo?
What's that?
I don't know. That was crazy. Must be Medusa.
There's my mic.
Mall deuce. Mall.
My mic.
Yeah, it's Medusa.
No. I'm just
Mall,
telling you, like
like your
how we
mama.
say it in the military. It's mall deuce.
Madus.
Yeah, you know what a mall deuce is?
Yeah, it's one of those like Gatling guns.
Yep, the big
A
gun.
lot more powerful.
I laugh when a lot of people are like asking him, like, "Oh, I'm a deuce in a dancing club," and it's like, "Oh, I guess you don't know," because if you knew, you wouldn't be laughing like that.
Makes the gooks dance.
I just dropped my roach, and I don't know where it went. That sucks. I gotta search my bed for more. Oh man, I knocked it off the computer, and now I don't know where it is.
Your roach?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's why you sound so mellow.
Oh, I got. That's all I. My brother had was a. Gave me a. Oh, there it is. Haven't had anything in a long time, but I had trying to get out of my chair into my bed. My foot fell in between the footrest and the bed, and as I went to go turn to get into the bed, my leg stayed stuck in between the bed. So I basically like twisted that whole leg, and then as I was twisting my back, I twisted my back at it too, and it's like, oh fuck. So that's no fun.
How's your leg?
Um, it's all messed up. The the other leg that I broke, I have to have surgery on because the muscles started deteriorating, and that holding my the ball socket in your hip,
Yeah.
there's basically the muscle is basically wearing away, so there's nothing to hold it in the socket there. So it's basically turning inward, and because that's turning inward, my knee is turning inward. So they want to do surgery and put a rod to straighten it to keep it in place, but I don't want to do it. I guess I'm
Why not?
because that's a big surgery
Yeah.
and does break. Well, I didn't break. I keep saying that. I fractured the hip, the femur. I was in the hospital for a month, so I don't go into a major surgery like that and then the physical therapy afterwards. I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, you break isn't a completely wrong term. Like if you cracked your screen, you would say I broke my screen, and then
Yeah,
um, a compound fracture is a snap, like a full snap,
but
full.
it sticks out of the skin. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, right. A compound fracture usually sticks out.
yeah, yeah. No, I I broke. Well, the bone fractured 4 inches above my knee.
Yeah, when the femur breaks, it just has to be cracked to hurt.
Oh my God, I you couldn't touch me for the longest time. I cried anytime I had to move.
I've put on a lot of traction splints. Everybody that's ever had a cracked or broken femur, no matter what it was, hurt. They scream.
Well, I was on morphine where I was basically getting it all the time. And then
Didn't help that all the time either.
right before they had to move me, they would give me Demerol.
Yeah.
And when that kicked in, and even then, I would cry.
Damn. Yeah. Well, Demerol is an opiate. Opiates I don't find are good for pain. There's way better stuff for pain. Like a lot of times I would choose an OTC like Advil or Tylenol before I choose an opiate for pain. I feel like it just gets you so fucked up you just don't care.
I, I've been down that road and I know, but when I was in that much pain, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I knew I was going to have to withdraw afterwards, but when I was in that state, I didn't care. You know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You just don't care.
when that pain, no, I didn't care. When I first broke it and they brought me to the emergency room, well, I fucked up because I didn't go till the next day. So both knees were really swollen and I couldn't do anything. But when I went to the hospital and they had to give me x-rays and they had to move the leg and all kinds of shit, I was basically screaming so loud that my mom could hear me. And usually the x-ray room is pretty far away from the emergency room where they keep the people. So I can only imagine how loud I was really screaming. But I told the guy that was doing it that if he moved my leg one more time, that I was gonna rip off his face.
Nothing.
Just his
I,
face.
I mean, I'm normally not a crazy person like that. You know what I mean? But every time he moved the leg, I like flipped out on him.
I can't imagine what a femur fracture even would feel like.
Oh my god, I never want to go through that again. I did it twice.
Hey, enough to make my eardrums pop.
Oh, more than that. But make sure you take calcium because once your bones don't get enough calcium, they break very easily. And having two kids zapped me from calcium. I'm not a big calcium. I don't drink a lot of milk, so I basically did it to myself with the, not having enough calcium in my bones.
Yeah. Do you take supplements?
Now I do, yeah. I have to because now worried about if I did that to my femur, who knows what other bones I can break because the femur's the hardest, so I could really. I had dilaudid too. Yeah, dilaudid.
Dilaudid?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
when?
pretty sure that's what they were giving me.
When was this?
That you can feel like it crawling up your arm.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Um,
if I could live on that, just give me that 24 hours a day. I could be like the best person in the world. I'd never be angry.
um yeah, Dilaudid is it's no fillers, no nothing else. It's just straight opiate.
Yeah,
Hmm.
K2s, K4s, and all that.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were giving me in the beginning. The
Yeah.
the
And how
morphine I was on all the time, and then the Dilaudid was a separate shot. They would come in and zap me. Yeah, that was good. You could feel it going up your arm. And the other thing, don't ever need potassium. Potassium sucks when you got to get that IV through you. Oh my God, that burns. Make sure you eat bananas every day. You never want to be low on your potassium.
it burns? You said like, oh, if you get it injected?
It literally, you feel it go in your arm and it burns all the way up to your shoulder. And it's
Huh.
like that drip, drip. So it's like, oh my God. it burns. They had to give that to me. I've had that twice. Oh my god.
Yeah, I, I don't think I've ever. I mean,
If you had it, you would know it. You remember it.
well, I mean, I've
Did
shot
you?
like Super Test 450. That shit felt like a mule kicked me the next day.
I don't know what that is.
Steroids,
It's what?
steroids.
Oh, I don't know anything about steroids.
Yeah, this phase.
Did you get that whole road rage or road
Only
what
when
is
I
it?
was driving or like fighting traffic.
Yeah, they give it in a slow drip, but you still feel it. They try to add all kinds of other liquids in there to kind of dilute it so that you're not getting the whole thing, but it's still burning. I had to get 3 bags of that shit.
3 bags.
Yeah, I was really low in potassium. This that wasn't at when I broke my leg. That was when I went in and had my gallbladder taken out.
I don't even remember what they gave me from when I had that done. I was 16.
Did you ever break anything?
Um,
Couple of
not,
knuckles.
not yeah. I've had boxes fractures of the fourth metacarpal for
Those hurt.
more times than I can count.
Oh man, I've done my little finger, man, my knuckle. Every time I moved my arm, it felt like a big giant needle shooting all the way up to my shoulder.
I've had my nose broken, top and bottom,
I've
multiple
had
times.
mine broke 12 times.
Oh my god, damn.
I've had my jaw fractured and buttoned. Um, all fighting. Uh, these all fight related. I didn't break anything as a kid, but I got into mixed martial arts when I was like 17,
Yeah.
and just sparring. I mean, I've broken my nose in a few of my fights, but just sparring was rough.
Yeah. My kid used to be battered and bruised, but he was Taekwondo, and when they would spar, holy shit. He'd come home looking like he got into a fight. I'd be like, what did you do? Beating my kid up.
Yeah. You want to see some of the sickest knockout videos? Look up Taekwondo, Olympic Taekwondo knockouts.
Oh, God.
They just turn people off.
Yeah.
Yeah. The magic button.
Yeah.
Saw a dude get hit in the jaw with a nightstick one night.
Ay,
I was big barroom fight, went to go break it up, and I was on the radio. They had shots fired, all kinds of crap. And
damn.
dude was walking up behind me with one of them big old Texas beer mugs, you know, the big tall ones. He's getting ready to beam me, and this little ex-marine that was a security guard come running about, and I looked up. About that time, that nightstick hit that dude in the jaw. Laid him flat as a rock. Saved me from getting my head split open. I was happy about that.
Oh, that's always a good thing.
Yeah. It's always good to have a friend with a nightstick.
I mean, you can do the same thing with your foot or with a fist.
Yeah.
I'm going to look outside real quick to see if it's raining. We're supposed to be getting some really bad weather.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, how the hell did I lose my lighter? Something told me not to smoke this.
It's weird. It's not yet. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna miss us. My mom said it was horrible around Baton Rouge.
What are those, the outer bands coming to hit you already?
Yeah, exactly.
Prepares you for what's coming. Do you have to batten down the hatches, Tommy?
No.
He's got to tie his houseboat off to a cypress tree.
Oh, you're living in a houseboat?
No,
No.
Oh,
I'm joking because he lives in the swamp. Remember?
yeah. I would love to live in a houseboat.
I grew up on one when I was a kid. Well, didn't grow up on, stayed on it most of the summer.
That sounds so cool. Floating house. Came pretty close to that with the flood. It burns the veins up too. Oh, nice. On top of everything else, it burned my veins up.
I'm missing my screwdriver.
It went with my lighter. I can't find my lighter. Holy smokes, this is not my night.
One of them.
It's like I can't go that far. I'm sitting in a bed. Holy shit.
I got a little screwdriver that has looks like a 50-cent piece, and it's got 4 flats on it that stick out from it. It's what I use on the windage and elevation on some of my scopes.
Oh yeah, the Kentucky windage, huh?
Oh yeah. That bullet spin and the sucker go anywhere. I wish we had 300. I wish we had hunting season 24/7.
And what would you hunt?
Deer,
Deer?
all.
Yeah.
Deer. I like small game. If I'm picking one.
What do you hunt?
If it's something for just the activity of hunting, like duck, squirrel, dove, stuff like that.
You don't eat that stuff, do you?
Yeah, I eat everything I hunt.
Oh my goodness.
Everything. That's
What
kind of
does
the
the squirrel
point.
taste like?
I'm not one of those people that hunts for fun. I like. I mean, I do enjoy it. I enjoy the tactics, but I'm going out there to get food to cook. Not like because I need food and can't get it anywhere else. I just like cooking wild meat.
And what does a squirrel taste like?
Meat. I mean, I don't know. It's
Like, do you just season it up so that you don't taste it?
make a
So
stew.
long, so you stew the meat.
Yep. Yep. I just recently got some gator tail. We're gonna fry that up pretty soon.
I tried gator.
Fry it with Zatarans.
It's like a chewy chicken.
Yeah. I tasted it. I'm a picky eater, so the idea that I tasted it, that was a big deal. But it's not something I would say I would eat that again. But that was the same place that had frog legs, and I was like, oh, I'm not eating frog legs. They look just like frog. They are frog legs. Oh my God, you're kidding me.
The
Like,
way they cook it down here, you wouldn't even know you was eating frog legs.
yeah, see,
It's like
sometimes
chicken.
I think that if I didn't know what it was and then I tried it, then it'd be different. Like when I first tried calamari, I didn't know what I was eating, but it was really good. And then I found out what it was.
Caleb, you ever eaten at Lots over in Bro Bridge?
No, in
Oh
Bridge.
man, they got the food. They got a Lots in New Orleans now, down on Julia Street. But yeah, the original one's the one to go to.
Really, Mulot.
Yeah, Lots, Bro Bridge. Stopping there on the interstate. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I guess it depends on what you get. Soft shell crab, crawfish, frog legs, catfish, coubillon, just about anything you want.
You ever had catfish or chafalaya?
That catfish head stew.
No, it's fried catfish fillets with uh crawfish etouffee over the top.
Oh, no, I ain't tried that yet.
Never had catfish.
Got to get the right kind.
Yeah, you want blue chat or camel chat
Yeah, mud cat taste.
or tatties. Oh, I ain't eating no mud cat. Them little nasty things are nasty.
What you do? Which ones are nasty?
Huh?
Which ones you said are nasty?
Mud cat. Them little EB mud cats that come out the ponds and stuff. Old brownish yellow ones, they get about 8 inches long, 9 inches long at the most.
Yeah, I mean, there's mud cat in fresh and salt water. You don't want either one. They taste fishy as hell. You can't
Oh
wash.
yeah. Them sail cats with the big long fins look like hair. Them
Yeah,
ain't no good. Hard heads.
hard heads. That's what.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking about. That's what they called them when I was growing up.
You know
Yeah,
where Baker is, don't you?
I'm about to shut it down, y'all. Baker, yeah, that's north of Baton Rouge.
That's from old ladies from is Baker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
somebody puts up with you every day.
The Baker bus.
What did you say? Somebody puts up with him every day?
Yeah,
Oh, is that like somebody would put up with you? Like you're that bad?
I was just messing with.
Zachary.
Yeah, Zachary. Uh, then it goes up to St. Francisville.
Yeah. That's when I go hunting, I don't go through Baton Rouge. I come on in the backside from A Meat and Greensboro and all that.
Yeah, and you hunt
And
on
go
Angola, near Angola. Huh?
right and go right on through Clinton. Then when I get over, I either take the highway up, circle around, and go towards Angola, or across the river right there at St. Francisville and go on across and take Highway 15 up to those other hunting areas.
You ever
I
hear
just
Rackasee?
huh?
Rackasee Island?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But I avoid Baton Rouge. I hate Baton Rouge. I don't drive through there at all.
Why? What's wrong with Baton Rouge?
Traffic is
Traffic.
hard.
Okay, I know traffic. Well,
Yeah,
now disgusting with traffic.
yeah.
That traffic's a nightmare. It's worse than
Oh,
Atlanta, Georgia.
It's not.
1/10 the
It's not
size.
too different from New York. It's not nearly as big, but it's a city that's got too many people for the size and the road systems.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I sometimes when you look at the roads and you see like the turnoffs and things like that, it's like, what were you thinking when you made these roads? Because sometimes they're so sharp that, especially with traffic and everything, it's like, wow, accidents happen there. But I'll let you go. I know you're getting sleepy, and I had a good time. It was good to talk to you again.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be around. I'm not going back out of town to work until Monday, so I'll probably be around the rest of this week. On love. We'll have to
Are
get
you
in.
in Baton Rouge?
Huh?
You in Baton Rouge?
I'm working in Lake Charles. I'm in
Oh,
Houston
okay.
right now. I'm rebuilding after the hurricanes, bro. They still haven't. Lake Charles looks like New Orleans after Katrina right now.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's
That's a really good thing to go into. That's that's what my husband made his life out of, was started out doing working his way up, went and took the test to be a contractor, became a contractor, and you know
yeah. Well,
he was a hands-on contractor though.
In Texas, you kind of don't need
You
you
don't
don't
need a
need the
license.
license. Yeah,
Yeah.
and in Louisiana, if you stay under $7,000 worth of repairs, you don't need a contractor's license.
Damn, you got
Yeah,
to go there.
yep,
Here, here you basically you got to be licensed and insured,
That's because the mob up
and the
there gets
insurance
most of the
is a
money.
$1 million policy.
yeah. Well, I don't have to have that big, but I'm insured just because, not
Yeah,
because I have to be.
that that will watch your butt. That's the best thing. But construction, made a really good living, and he stayed in shape. That's for sure.
Yeah,
But it was good talking to you guys. So I'll let you guys go. Have
yeah.
a good night. Bye, Tommy.
Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna click out and watch American Horror Story and see what it's got on.
Oh, that's what I've
Right.
been watching. I've been binge watching all of the old ones, so that I'm
Yeah,
waiting. I don't want to watch them while they're on TV, one episode every week. So I'm preparing myself for, all the way up to it to watch the
yeah.
new ones.
I like the one
Cool.
with Jessica Lange where they sing the name game.
Yeah, that's the one with she's in the mental hospital.
Right. And they got Pepper in there.
Yep.
That's really a dude in a
Yeah, really?
costume.
It's a cool show. But
Yeah.
talk to you guys soon.
All right, y'all.
Okay. Good night, Caleb. Good night, Ginger.
Later, Tommy. Later,
I'm
Thorny.
out.